Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, my music. Let it ride.
What's up? It's your girl, Maimuxic, coming to you with Uptown Sounds, powered by Sonic Scout Radio. I would like to welcome y'all into the Uptown Sound, and y'all know for this next hour, we're going to have us some fun. Today, we were joined by my dog, my brother, Epoch, for a great conversation. And let me let you know right now, if you do production, if you into music production, or if you just kind of into, the behind the scenes of it all, like the creation of music, you really gonna enjoy this interview, man, because we took off. We had a real great organic interview. But before we get into that, we got to get into some music, man. And let me just tell y'all, I had a conversation with my brother, my big brother, King J. And I was trying to figure out how I still ain't had him on this show. So I can tell y'all, strap in, get ready, because we planning something. It may come as early as next week. It may come as late as the end of the month. I don't know. We gonna see. I'm gonna check out his schedule. But I got to play my dog. I got to play my brother. And this is one of my favorite songs. I kid you all not. Like, I listen to this because I like it. So let's get into it. This is King J featuring Keisha Cash and Chicago Go Getter with Kiss Goodbye on Uptown Sounds, powered by Sonic Scout Radio. Let's go.
Can I? Baby. Yeah. Listen. We've been going back and forth, on and off, here we go again. I don't wanna do this thing without you, but I need a man. Seems to me you rather live your life single and in these streets. If that's the case, don't waste my time, baby, just let me go in peace. You can't love me and not trust me, make what you saying make sense. I curved hella niggas for you, they shoot shots, I'm on defense. You was the score, the prize, the package, my cup of tea. Not you falling out of love and switching this shit up on me. Baby, please, can we talk? Just listen, I can't believe you choosing to risk it all. Can we agree to disagree? I've given my whole heart and I did that shit with ease. The time I needed you the most, that love was never received. I can't let you go, damn, I gotta let you go. My love is irreplaceable, my body's unattainable. I'm no longer available. You had your chance, then you blew it. Now you missing what you had like you already knew it. Sing it.
Come on, baby. You know this shit was all good a week ago. You know we could piece this shit back together. I can recall when everything was all good. We used to wake up together. Sweet kisses. Rap. She got me feeling lovey-dovey when she kissing her. Took her on the trip, now I got her playing water rugby. She told me she would never put no one up above me. Even when I'm dirt broke and fucked up, she still love me. So I ice her out, that's what they be mad about. Change her name to Miss Smith, we could readjust the house. Respect and loyalty, treating her like royalty. Even though I took a lead, she found a way to spoil me. Homebody, baby, beautiful, no makeup. The way she cooking in the kitchen, it's a sight to wake up. Complete lady, sweet Sadie, baby, smell like bouquet. And never switching up, even when I got a mood change. The sweetest touch, sugar lips when she provide the mood. I've been waiting super patient so I can provide the rain. Love the caramel in the blend with the chocolate. Got a sugar addiction, she turned me to a stalker. Wait, man. Huh?
Yeah.
Turn this house to a happy home, baby. We ain't gotta go back and forth.
Baby.
We can end the night on a high note. You feel?
Big shout out Keisha Cash. Big shout out Chicago Go Getter. And big shout out to my brother King J. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in with him on IG. King_J Dog DAUGHT. Tap in with my boy. Make sure you go over there. Any streaming services that you use, Spotify. Matter of fact, they don't sponsor us. We ain't giving them. Go to your streaming platforms and look up King J and Maimuxic, and y'all gonna find a full little catalog of me and my brother making good music and good content together. While your favorite streaming service may not be a sponsor of Uptown Sounds yet, Uptown Creative House is. They are sponsoring today's episode. Uptown Creative House, a creative studio, home of Next to Last Productions, Uptown Natural Clothing Company, Film House 35, and Uptown Sounds Radio. They are where Uptown Sounds takes place, is recorded. We are housed at Uptown Creative House, man. So big shout out to everybody over there. And I gotta send a shout out to my people who distribute us, my family who distribute us, the company, the people who got Uptown Sounds off the ground, and that is Sonic Scout Radio. And we have some very exciting news to share, man. The Sonic Scout Radio app is finally here. So go head over to your app store, Apple, Android, whatever you got. We got an app for you, man. So head over to the App Store, search Sonic Scout Radio, and you will find our app. To all of my artists out there, you ain't gotta pull up the Safari. You ain't gotta pull up the browser no more, man. You can go straight to the app to submit your music. To all my listeners, you ain't got to sit there. You know, I know how that be. You be on your phone, you put it in your pocket, you got it on the browser. You might look up, you want something crazy. All right. Now we bringing that to you straight to your door with the Sonic Scout Radio app. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with that. Everything all in one place for you. To all of my colleagues, man, to everybody over at Sonic Scout Radio, I just got to give a quick shout out, man. They are so great. This has been one of the greatest experiences in my life. I am happy. I am proud to say that I'm a part of this, man. You know, we've had some people come and go, man, but it's so great to still be here. They got Uptown Sounds Radio off the ground, man. This wouldn't have happened if not for everybody over at Sonic Scout Radio. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with Uptown Sounds, but tap in with everybody else show, man. I'm a fan of every show on this platform, for real. To all the artists who have and will be featured on today's episode, I just want to send a huge thank you, a huge shout out. I am a fan of you all, man. I've been tapping in with more of my artists, man. I just want to bring more and more artists to this platform, to the spotlight, man. I want to get y'all on, talk to y'all. Just tap in with the community. I feel like it's time, man, and this is such a great space where we're able to highlight artists and what artists have going on. So if you're interested in being on Uptown Sounds, hit your girl up, shoot me an email, maya@sonicscoutradio.com. That's MAIYA@sonicscoutradio.com. Shoot me a DM, Facebook, Instagram, Maimuxic, MAIMUXIC. And if that don't work, just shoot your girl a text message. Give me a call. Don't call me. I'm not gonna answer. I gotta stop telling y'all that, because I got a few calls on my phone and I was like, I don't know who that is. What zip code is this? Just shoot me a text. All right, just shoot me a text. 810-853-1617. I want to hear from you. And you know what? My brother right here, Epoch, is a great example of that. He hit me up and he was like, yo, I'm trying to run an interview. What you got going on? And I said, bro, I'm recording tomorrow. Let's hop on it. But I want to set the scene. This is a young man that I've known for a couple of years, man. I had the opportunity to work with him, and I'm so very proud of him. So, y'all, let's welcome on Epoch to the show. Y'all, let's welcome on a homie of mine, a friend of mine, a good friend of mine. Y'all know him. We play him all the time. My boy Epoch Beats. How you doing?
What's up? I'm doing good. How are you doing, Maya? Thank you for having me on.
I'm good. I appreciate you hopping on here with us.
Sure.
Like I said, I've talked about you. I've extensively
Cool.
on the radio show a bit. So folks, they should be a little bit familiar with you, but those who may be new, can you give us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about how you got into production, and just kind of your journey thus far in music?
Well, shoot. I mean, my name is Sam, but yeah, like Maya said, my producer name is Epoch. I've been started making beats since I was in high school, which is like probably 2018 or 20, maybe even probably 2016 or so. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've always loved just getting lost in the music, I guess, getting lost in like my DAW and just making beats and stuff like that. So at this point, I'm just a student right now at Mott, studying music tech, and I just be staying on my beat stuff, I'm big into the sample based hip hop. So
Mm-hmm.
like my biggest inspiration, sorry, would probably be like the Alchemist or like Conductor Williams, artists like that, like Theravada, Earl Sweatshirt. I'm big into. As you can see, I got the shirt on.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Yeah,
yep, yep,
yeah.
yep.
So that's my style. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's about it, man.
Super dope, super dope. Now this is for all my listeners out there. This is about to be like a producer interview because I'm asking you questions like from a producer standpoint. So if you are
Okay.
not a producer and you do not understand what we're talking about, that is okay. But we're
Yeah,
gonna have a producer conversation right now.
for sure.
So just to start off, we played your record with Sophia Capri,
Yep.
Sire, this
Yep.
our last episode. Can you kind of tell us about how that collaboration came about? Kind of the inspiration behind the production of that track. Just kind of how you was able to come up on that.
Man, there's actually kind of an interesting story because I just happened to meet Sophia by chance at work.
Mm.
I work at Best Buy, and she
He
just
meets
happened to
everybody at Best Buy
Yeah,
BTW.
no, no, for real though. The Best Buy on Miller Road, it's actually kind of crazy. A lot of people come in there. But yes, no, Sophia had come in and she was just trying to buy some sort of like aux adapter or something like that. So I just asked her if she made music, and she was like, "Yeah," and then it went from there. Um,
Oh,
and honestly, for that beat, like she really did something crazy with it because I wasn't
yeah.
even really intending for that to be like a R&B like
Mhm.
record like she turned it into. It was supposed to be like a hip hop type of deal,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
yeah, when she sent back to me what she had, I was like, okay, hold on a second. She just like merged the two styles and she created something whole new. It was really cool.
That's dope. That's super
But yeah,
duper dope. That's super dope. Can you speak to, because I know like one of the biggest things for me as a producer, I learned early on, like I had a little bit of success of like selling beats online,
mhm.
through my B stars or just through connecting with people on Instagram. But can you speak to like the power of working with people that you meet or people that you know and like how that process, I don't know if you've sold any beats online, like if you sold beats to people that you don't know online, but like can you speak to the relationship with like knowing an artist, being able to kind of go through the process with them, the collaborative process,
Yeah.
get the track back, listen to it and be like, oh, I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of go through that a little bit.
Well, I mean, number one, in terms of like the relationship aspect of it, for especially for producing, like that's one of the biggest things that's gonna make or break your career, I feel like. And especially for me, because I'm doing like sample based producing and I feel
Yeah,
like the type of producer that I'm trying to be, like I don't want to be like I want to grow an organic community around me, you know what I'm saying, rather
right.
than have like an online following of people. Because I feel like with sampling, there's all of these different clearance issues, and then you'd have to have like
True.
a custom contract, you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
for clearance, and so you're already losing money and on that front, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying. And on top of that, I mean, like if you're in an area, like I go to Detroit a lot, so if you're in an area where there is culture and there's like I've met so many just amazing talented artists out there that I feel like I want to grow and build with these people and I want to be a part of this community. And I feel like the best way to do that isn't to be like charging them, you know what I'm saying? Isn't be like, all right, well here, let me like send me some money and I'll get you this beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, no,
Mhm.
like it's gotta be off the love, at least in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, until you get to a certain point. But
Yeah. Now, and
yeah,
I hear, like I heard, who was it? I think it was like Metro Boomin. I've heard Zaytoven say it. I've heard a lot of producers say it like, hey, look, you, if I'm working on a project, you just come do a song on my project. And
yes,
then I got you for a song on your project like that. I scratch your back, you
exactly.
scratch my back. And I feel like that gets a little lost sometimes, especially in the lack of like people touching now, like when
Yeah,
COVID happened, and we were both fairly younger. You had just graduated from high school, basically, like maybe a
yeah,
year or so out. Yeah, I was probably like through 2 or 3 years out of high school by the time that COVID hit. But it was like everything went so virtual and everybody like it was a lack of like personal
yeah.
interaction.
It was a
And I feel like,
disconnect.
yeah, it's such a disconnect. And I know I had a situation not too long ago on Instagram when somebody hit me up trying to get a beat. And then like I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, let me know
Hmm.
what beat you want. Boom, boom, bang. Just shoot me a cash app of it and I'm gonna send it to you. And it was like, dude kind of flipped out on me. And I was like, bro, I'm not trying to scam you. You see the beat is
Right.
right there. Like you get the beat. I want my
Yeah.
money for the beat. But it was like that situation was like, this is why I don't like selling beats online.
Exactly.
Because it gets goofy quick.
And then sometimes it's like the artists will like it's like you don't even really know if it's something you want to put your name on, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
you got some money off it. So
Song
I
be
feel like
trash.
it's so important just to build that community in the beginning. And what I going back to what we were talking about earlier, like what the way I like to think about it is like being able to build a relationship with this artist is worth way more than the like 30 to 100 something dollars I would have gotten for that beat. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like forming that relationship and because think of like all of the things that could come out of that in the future, you know what I mean? Like number one, the
Right.
people you'll meet from that and all of the body of work that you guys are going to create together, like that's going to be worth more than a money for a replacement, you know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
then potentially that be it.
Yep,
So
yep, yep. And
yeah.
that's an important thing that you just said. Like the relationship and the experience of it is worth so much more than the
Yes.
$30. Like that's
Or whatever, I mean, whatever you're charging for a beat, like it's not
you
worth it,
not
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, like at this level, just to get the reality of it, at this level, you not charging. And I don't think I heard Timberland talking about this, like it's such a watered down space now. Music in general is so watered down. Like producers used to get six figures for one beat.
Right.
That's not
It's
happening
not
right now unless you like
upper
upper
echelon.
yeah, you got to be at the top of the top of the top to
Yeah.
even be bringing that in. So right now, like I'm working with an artist right now, recorded her song, her first single, and I was like, look, I'm gonna just go through the process with you. I'm gonna record it,
Yeah.
for you, engineer it for you. Let me mix it, let me master it, let me go through the process. And it's less about like me trying to charge you anything and more about like, all right, let's build up you a new artist. Let me see
Yeah.
if we can, you keep coming back. And also like this is experience for me to go through the process of like
Yes.
not even just the actual it of it all, the mixing, the mastering, the recording, all of that, but also the studio etiquette, how you talk
Mm-hmm.
to an artist, like how do you move around with an artist, how do you convey what you're trying to express to them. If you like, all right, this take was
Yeah.
straight, but we gotta like we need to get somewhere else. Like, are you able to have that language to use
Yep.
with an artist to get it through? So like even just learning and understanding how big all the other stuff is outside
Yeah.
of the $30 you're gonna spend in 20 minutes. Like,
And I mean, the artist can tell too. Like when you're
yeah.
there, when you're there for passion and you're passionate about it and you want to grow and build and connect and
Hmm.
they can tell the difference between that and when you see them as a client or when you see them as
Yep.
like a dollar sign or
Yep.
just like a figure, you know what I mean? Or just like an asset to grow yourself. Like they could tell the difference because I mean, so it's just not worth it. And yeah,
Hmm.
I feel like the money will come. Like as you build and grow, and like as you invest in people and your relationships, like it will come eventually.
100%. 100%. 100%. I wanna take it back a little, like switch gears a little bit
Yeah.
with you. I know that you're getting how many years is that now? Like you're about 7 years into making music. Now that you're at this point, do you find yourself getting a bit more comfortable with artists and like comfortable with like taking role as an actual producer and working with artists? Like I'm seeing that more and more. I know you got a project. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but you got a
No,
project you're working on right
yeah.
now, with some tracks. And I know I reached a certain point where in the very beginning when I first started producing, I was not very sure of myself. So
Oh
I
yeah.
was a little scared to say certain things because I'm like, it might just not sound good to me because I don't know no better, but
Yeah.
the older I got and the, more mature in production that I got more comfortable with like mentoring artists in a sense. Do you find
Yeah.
yourself kind of getting more into that space now?
Yeah. I definitely feel like I'm becoming more like just into my own, I guess, as an artist, or I guess like embracing that role as an artist. Like for sure, like you said, there was like some like I guess self doubts, I guess, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, do I really deserve to be here? Am I really good enough to be in this position? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
like the more time like the more like feedback I got, I would get a lot of positive feedback, and it was like, all right, well maybe but really it was about like I feel like that's more about just self acceptance and
Mhm.
being willing to make crappy stuff. Like I feel like for me, everything changed when I was started being willing to make crappy art and being able to like just make a beat that I didn't think was that good and just keep going with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then being willing to like ask questions that I thought maybe people would think were dumb, or
Yep.
just be willing to look dumb sometimes, or ask questions like, or put yourself out there. Like
Yep.
even if what you're putting out there you don't might not think is that good. There's a time like I was I was hanging out with one of my artist buddies, and he's a very talented dude, very talented dude. Actually, his name is Dave Solo. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but shout out to Dave Solo. But
Yep.
he is very talented dude. And sometimes we'd just be hanging out, showing each other our music and stuff like that. And one time I was like, he showed me a bunch of like dope songs, and I was like, all right, that's tough. Like, I'm gonna show you some beats, but it's probably not as good as what you just played. But and he was like, don't say that, bro. Like, I haven't even heard it yet. And I was like, yeah, man, you're right. Like, and I was thinking about that, and I'm like, dude,
Yep.
it's really
Yep.
it's not about good or worse. It's just it's a different style. Like my
Yep.
style is different than his style, but they're both good. It's both good. You know what I'm saying? And it's objective. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So you just gotta know that what you're doing is unique because that's what you're doing and not what anyone else is doing. And just trust in that.
Man, I'm telling you, like I remember that moment where I was like, I had to learn the difference between like somebody saying this is not good and somebody saying this is good. We just have to improve it. Like I was so
Yeah,
scared of getting that like, nah, this ain't good. And nobody ever has told me ever in my life, like, no, this beat is terrible. It
this
may have
ain't
just
it.
been like, all right, we
Yeah,
just got to tighten up the mix. Like I remember my
exactly.
first time going to a studio. And we in there, everybody in there playing beats, and I'm so scared. I'm nervous out of my
Hmm.
mind. I've never done this before. I'm a fish out of water, and I go in there and I play my beat, and everybody rocking with it. But we get to the 808, and the 808 is like
It's
not
like a
mixed
little
very
something
well.
risk.
It's
Yup.
it's not mixed well at all. And I remember my heart dropped. And everybody was like, "Yo, this is dope. All right, this will pull up the track. Let's work on the mix." Like,
Yeah.
like that was all, and that taught me
Yeah.
so much in that moment of like, it's no, and even now, like when I'm talking to anybody who is making music or is doing music, and I'm like, let's pull it up. Like, there is no such thing as bad. Like, there is
No.
it might not be my cup of tea, but it's somebody's cup of tea in truth.
Exactly.
So, like, it's some beats that I have that I absolutely, it's one beat that I have in particular that I absolutely do not understand why it's the one that blew up. Like, this is the one that
Right.
really, like, went viral on me, like, viral at my level, but
Yeah.
did like 100,000 streams on
Shoot.
YouTube in like 2 days. And I'm just
Dang.
getting all these notifications, and I'm like, this the one y'all picked? Really?
Yeah.
Really out of all of them, this
I
one?
feel like that sometimes too. That's why, like I said, you never know.
You
And I feel
never
like
know.
for me, it was more of like an insecurity in like the level of production. Like I was like,
Mhm.
I don't like you said, from a producer standpoint, it's just weird because it's like you hear someone with a different beat style, and it's like, damn, like that sounds way better than what I
Yeah.
make. But it's like you're just so used to your style and so used to what you produce. It's not that he's a better producer or he or she or they or whatever. They're not a better producer. It's that they just make different music, and it's
Yeah.
just something. It's new to your ear, and
Yep.
it's just like that just sounds cool to everybody. But I mean, it's not like I don't know. I feel like it's really not that huge of a gap as people might think they are when they hear people's stuff. Like
Yep. Yep.
everybody's just a human being. Everyone, if you don't know how to do something, you can learn it too. Like
Right.
stay
Right.
consistent with what you're doing.
Yep. It's just all about, like, I look at it like you graduating, like you go from kindergarten to first grade. Once you get
Yep.
to first grade, everything you learned in kindergarten is going to help you, but you also have to learn the stuff of
But
the
now you look up
first
to the
grade.
next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And now you looking up, going so forth, so on. And yeah, yeah. That's a great way to look at it. That's a great way to look at it. So kind of getting back into like the art of it all. What
Hmm.
got you into like sample based production?
Bro, I don't even like. I don't even know. I just, I really, it all came back. I was just thinking about this the other day. It all came back to this one day. I was just sitting in my room, bro, and I would like my music taste was just starting to shift. Like I was listening to a lot of Currency, if you
Hmm.
know Currency,
Yep.
and then I would always see this dude called The Alchemist under all
Yep.
his songs. I'm like, all right, let me just check this dude out. Who is this random Alchemist dude? Let's just. I thought he was like a rapper, like an artist, and then I started listening to his music, and I was like, oh, he's a producer.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was laying in bed going through his whole discography, and that's when my whole like music taste just changed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started diving into that whole like underground hip hop side of things. Because before that, I was like big into like trap or like
Mm-hmm.
I was either into like Drake music or like Playboy
Yep.
Cardi-esque, Pierre Bourne-esque stuff.
Yep.
And then I went from that to like underground hip hop, you know what I'm saying, lyrical sample based.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man, it's just like a raw like grittiness to it that I like so much. It's just I don't know. It just sounds really cool to me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at this point I'm really passionate about it. But
Man, I
and
remember.
also I'm sorry to cut you off, but
No, you good.
another part of what it is I feel like is like it's almost like a collage. And it's
Mm-hmm.
almost like paying homage to all like these older artists that came before, and you're making your own art out of it. I think that's really cool. Like, I know some people don't they kind of look down on it, but to me it's cool. So
I remember when I first heard Joe Beats, and I was like, I was sitting with Van, and we had turned on some, and I was like, dang, he blowing both of us out the water right now. Like,
no, no.
he got us, he got us going. But no, it's like it's I think you did something super. Um, I think it's rare in this day and age where you just like you found your niche. Like this is your
Yeah.
thing. Like you're not trying to go over there and be
Especially in Flint.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, no offense to Flint rappers, because that is a cool sound, but
No,
I
I
feel
hate
like
this.
it's a lot of Flint
I,
rappers in Flint. Let's just say it.
I never make one. I never make one of those Flint type of beats. And then now it's not even in just in Flint. I remember when I went out to LA and
Yep.
everybody was like the Detroit style. And I'm like, y'all, this is not even
Yes.
Detroit style. This is Flint style. One. Two, it's just spreading out. Like you got people in New
In
York
Florida.
that all they listen to is Flint artists. You got people in Florida, all they listen to is Flint artists. And yeah, no diss to none of the Flint artists or what that Flint sound is. It just it's not what I came up on. But they
Yeah,
found
no.
they found
They
they thing. Yeah.
created a whole wave out of it, but it's hard for anything else now to get in the mainstream
Hmm.
here, anyways, here in Flint, I feel like. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's what I spent a lot of time like pondering that because I don't connect with a ton of well I shouldn't say I don't. I when I first began I did not connect with a ton of Flint artists because a lot of the Flint artists that I knew strictly did that sound and I'm like
yeah,
I can try it but it's not me. Like I'm never going to be happy with it. I'm always be like I don't
yeah,
like this song, you know. And then like I went out to California for a little bit and I started to connect with artists from different areas and that's when I kind of had like my moment you had with Alchemist and you like learned about him, you went through his whole catalog.
uh
I went out and I went to meet the 1500 Collective
okay,
and Lawrence Dobson, James Fauntleroy, and
oh yeah,
everybody else that they got in their crew of like writers. Some just write, some just play guitar, some
yeah,
just play the keys. And it, you know, for
it's cool.
me, I a lot of my production is sample based, but I love that live instrumentation. And I always kind of
Yeah,
felt like, dang, am I cheating if I like if somebody else play this and somebody else do that, and they made me feel so much better about it. Kind of the same way you say like people look down on producers who sample, and they just like they made it so simple and plain to me. And it was like if the music is good, the music is good. It don't matter how it came
period,
about. Like,
period.
and I
I
was
mean,
like, there we go.
like I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a fine line between like stealing a song and actually sampling and making a beat out of it. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, there's some things that I hear. I'm like, all right, I wouldn't do that, you know, but like sampling is an art form, bro. Especially like people they can really get creative with it. Like I've heard some stuff it's insane.
It's crazy, and you
It's
don't
not
even know it's a sample.
yeah, or you do know it's a sample, but it's like this is not anything even remotely close to anything that's even the genre of the original. You
Completely
know what I'm saying?
new.
Like, yeah, like
It's
this is a new
completely
piece of
new.
music that they just made. So
And I look at it like I don't know if you ever heard the Marvin Gaye his estate sued Pharrell and Robin Thicke and all of them when they did
mhm,
Blurred Lines. And so I remember one day I was in school and we had a discussion about this and just like the business of it all. And I remember like I did a deep dive into this because I'm like I don't know Um, if I truly, truly, truly believe that, you can steal music. And so in my deep dive, in my very humble opinion, Robin Thicke and Pharrell and all of them 100% stole Robin or stole Marvin Gaye's song in that
Yeah.
instance. However, the argument, like I hear Ed Sheeran, he got sued by somebody because they said that he took their chord progression.
Yeah, it was
If
a
you
chord
really
progression.
Yeah, if you look into how many songs use the same exact chord
It's
progressions,
like hundreds of thousands.
it's almost every song. Like, and it begs the question of like, you who owns music? Like, who owns this thing? Like, there are only so many notes that you can put together to
Right.
make into a composition.
Or how
So
far do you have to get in the process for it to actually turn into a like copyrightable thing? Because like you
yeah,
just said, you can't copyright just chords, so
yeah,
that doesn't count anymore.
that
So at which point does it become like
yeah.
a
At
copyright sample? When your voice
Right.
is on it, or when your drums are on it, or like I don't know. But
And to me, like a lot of the producers, like take Jay Dilla, for example,
yeah,
what he's doing, yes, it's a sample, but he's using it in a way where he's creating this is its own, like this is a note almost like this,
yeah,
maybe this 10 seconds of a song can let's consider it being a note. He took this note and he did something completely different with it than the original composition had done with it.
yeah.
So,
Or I've heard songs where it's like they'll use like a vocal chop as a piece of percussion. Like
mhm,
instead of having an open hat, they'll have like a high pitched voice for like a split second. And
yeah,
it's like, okay, so this is now we're getting creative with the samples, you know what I'm saying? And they're
yeah.
it's it's just yeah, it's a way to do it.
Yeah, like when Will.I.am when he did the OMG joint for Usher back in like
Mhm.
2010 or something like that. He sampled a crowd and I think he said France or London or somewhere over there. He sampled a crowd that was screaming and cheering
Oh
for a
shoot.
certain part of a Black Eyed Peas song.
That's what's
And he
up.
turned that into a whole nother song.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. Like, and I remember when I was in school, I asked Lawrence Dobson, he was working with the artist, him and Timberland were in the studio working with the artist. I had seen it on Instagram. He came
Hmm.
to class the next day. And I was like, oh, what you and like what you and Timberland, what y'all cooking up?
Yeah.
So he was telling us, and then I was like, all right, so I got a question. What makes y'all different? Like, what makes y'all the ones who actually go? And he was like, we just get out there into the world, into nature, and we use everything that we see, we feel, we hear as our canvas.
Yeah.
So even in just something as simple as I'm gonna go sample these birds and put
Yeah.
them in Aaliyah's song,
Yeah, it
and
could be
not like
anything.
you know what I'm saying, like just something as simple as that, just going out and doing it. And what I appreciate about sample-based producers is that I don't think someone who's not a sample-based producer has the ability to do that. Has the
Right.
ability to just go
And I've
out and
seen it
find
too.
inspiration. Yeah.
Like like even just like chopping samples, like it's an art to it.
Hmm.
And like you have to have a certain ear to understand like what parts would be good and like where to chop and like how
Hmm.
to put piece them together and like making a coherent melody out of like a bunch
Hmm.
of just chops. Like
Yep. Yep. And like is it the clearest way to see it is go ask anybody to reproduce a Dilla beat. You will never be
you
able to
not
reproduce a
you
Dilla beat.
can't
You
you
cannot
don't
do
even
it.
know what effects you put on the voice. Like
You
there's
can't.
no way.
And then he didn't quantize nothing. Like there's a certain feel
Yeah.
that I think everybody's feel is different. I've tried the not quantize, and then there are some beats where it's just like I gotta go off script because it just don't
Hmm.
feel right if I quantize it. But I feel like every single individual has a different feel
Yep.
that would be different
Yeah,
for
I agree.
each and every single beat that is made of all time.
Yeah, I agree. And then
So
really quick, oh,
yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead, go ahead.
Nah, you go.
I was just gonna say, going back to like what we were talking about, like with the Flint stuff, like that's why honestly, that's why I really like Detroit a lot. I mean, I
Hmm.
want to move out there sometime soon, to be honest with you. Maybe after I'm done with school, but
Hmm.
because I feel like the community out there is so like it's such a strong community out there. Like, and
Hmm.
not even just hip hop, but it's just like the art community in general. Like fashion, music, like photography, the videographers, like everybody,
Mm,
the MCs, the DJs, everybody. They're all like they all put each other up. They all help each other out. They're all like you said, there's no like ego games. There's no like people competing with each other. At least from what I've seen. I mean, I'm sure there is, but it just seems like a lot more of an authentic space, and it seems like it's a lot more like it's a lot more like you don't have to have a specific sound and get in the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? You can just
mm-hmm.
be you have to just be dedicated. You know what I'm saying? And people will see that and they'll put
Yep.
you up. And
Yep.
because that's how everyone out there is, bro. Everyone out there is
Yeah.
so hungry, and it's
The
just you get so
the
much inspiration.
there's a culture out there, and the biggest thing that I see that like when I went out to California, I came back with such like fire just lit under me
Yeah,
is infrastructure.
yeah.
Flint doesn't have the infrastructure to create that sort of culture. So we have a small culture because our infrastructure is small. And
What do you
that's what
mean
I
by that? Like
appreciate.
that
We
infrastructure?
don't have the literal, like if you go to California, there's Capitol Records over there.
Oh, yeah,
There's like there's an infrastructure for music. There's a platform for you to be seen on a higher scale.
yes,
Um, and that in Michigan is Detroit. Like that's what
yep,
that is for us. And that
yep,
you have a community out in Ann Arbor, but they don't necessarily have the same infrastructure. They have a
no,
community. Like there are places in Lansing where there is a community, but there is not the infrastructure.
yeah.
Detroit has the community and the infrastructure. And I think that's where like the beauty of what Detroit is, but I also think that that's where um a lot of other places have the ability, like if and the sad thing about Flint is we fail to come together and support each other on a bigger level. And I don't mean artists not supporting artists, but the environment not supporting the artist and not breeding
Yeah,
the artist, because there is no infrastructure and there is no thing to say, well, if I
yeah.
can, be seen by this person or in this space, then I can get from here to here. And I love that about Detroit. Like whenever I go out to Detroit, it's it's just there. It's in the air. Like,
It's a tight knit community out there. Like
yeah.
what I've learned from going to a lot of events out there, you'll see a lot of the same people and people of like
Hmm.
varying levels of like popularity, I guess I should say. But they all go to the same like creative events, and they all, you know what I'm saying? They're all part of like the same group. Like they're not competing with each other, like I said. And it's like it's cool to see that. Like I don't know. I sometimes I'll pull up to events I just wanted to go to for fun. And I'll see like my people that I know that are like, artist waves, and I'm like, oh shoot, what's up? And
Hmm.
it's like I didn't know I was gonna see you here. And or
Yep.
people that I connected with like at the show at the local, like they'll be out in Detroit doing stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, what's up, bro? And
Hmm.
it's like it's all just a tight knit community. They all
Yep.
like know everyone knows everybody. It's cool.
Yep. 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 That's super dope. And the thing I love about music is that it's universal. It's like it don't
Yep,
matter where you from. It don't matter, like what your thing is. Like good music, good vibes. It's always gonna be a time. It is
yeah,
always gonna be a time. So like I
and self expression too. I mean that
yeah.
that's what it is for me too. It's like a spiritual thing. Like
Yep.
self expression is so important, bro, and like doing what you're passionate about and stuff like that. And I think that's what's cool about Detroit too, because everyone recognizes that, and they'll. That's one of the reasons I feel like that put each other up, because it's like they recognize how important that is for people.
Yeah, like that's dope. It like I'm proud of you, man. Like you found your community out there.
For sure,
And like the moves that you can make, the ways that you can make out there, that's incredible. And I think that's what it really is about as artists, especially independent artists, regardless of what it is that you do, be it you
yeah,
write, you produce, you manage, whatever it is that you do, it's about finding your niche and then finding your community.
100%.
And then just operating in that, not trying to be something else, not trying to go somewhere else and do this and do that. It's just you being
Yeah,
you, and the fact that you recognize that. Like I knew when I
exactly.
was out in LA, I used to think I wanted to move out to LA, and I was like, I quickly learned like, nah, this ain't where I'm
Yeah,
supposed to be.
yeah,
It's not where I'm supposed to be. Um, and that's cool because I think, I think a lot of people go out to places trying to to chase that feeling that you found. Like the fact
yeah.
that you found it and you recognize it and you able to
Hmm.
just get into it now. That's
Yeah.
super dope.
And I do
That's
have to say this because, like, regarding that, because I feel so grateful that I've actually found like just that group of people out there, the underground artists out there in Detroit. But I really never would have done that if it wasn't for my cousin Damasio.
shout out.
Yeah, shout out Damasio, bro. He literally
He
and
pulled you out there.
well, he's been an artist since I was a little kid. Like I remember just like going into the room and him like a room that he was in when I was a little kid, and he would be in there drawing something, like just some crazy thing. But
That's dope.
he's an artist in every sense of the word, though. He does painting, he does murals, he does like DJing, he does music. Obviously, he does everything. But the point is, though, like he's really the main reason that I would go out there because he would host ciphers, like the collective that he's a part of would host ciphers out there, and I would just go out there just to like see it, just to see him be a part of the music, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, just I met artists and like I fell in love with like the live music scene and that culture out
Hmm.
there and the hip hop. And I was like, man, like you said, every time I came back from Detroit, I was like motivated and inspired.
Hmm.
So I was like, damn, like I want to keep doing this. And then D always would inspire me to just keep going and like every artist that I'll be talking to D, and then we would have an artist walk up, and he'd be like, "Oh, bro, what's up? This is my cousin Sam. He makes fire beats. Like, tap in." And he would always put me on, and so yeah, I'm really thankful for him, man. So
That's
he
dope.
helped me out a lot,
Yeah, shout out to good family.
for real,
Shout
for
out to good
real,
family.
for real.
Nah, but I appreciate you for hopping on here with us. I definitely wanna do this again.
Of
I look
course.
forward to it. I'm looking forward to the new project. I'm looking forward to what you're doing.
Yep,
Keep doing your thing. In the next couple years, I want to see you in Detroit full time. Get up out of here.
that's right. That's right.
Get
That's
down
my
with your
goal.
people in your community. But I definitely appreciate you tapping in with us.
Yeah,
Let
no.
everybody know where they can follow you at, where they can, support.
Yeah, my Instagram is epoch_beats, and that's it. Just epoch_beats.
Man, big shout out to my brother Epoch. Great conversation. I absolutely love that. The time was winding down on us. I was like, dang, we gotta cut it short. But I love those conversations, man. And he's a savant. He's a student of the game. So big shout out to Epoch. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with him. He doing big things. Everybody out in Detroit, y'all get ready. My boy is coming and he's coming to take over. And you know what? We got to get into some of his music, man. So this is a joint he sent me. I don't know who on it. I don't know nothing about it. He sent it at the end of the interview. I ain't even never heard it yet. He sent me like 9. I'm just going to pick one. Just know my dog Epoch did it because I know it's fire. So let's get into it. This joint is called Dead Bravado.
Lately I've been in a different space. Life been moving at a quicker pace. Peep my vibe switching, shifting quickly to a different phase. Even unfulfilled, I gotta kill and still you bitch amazed. Picture leaving straight for therapy to go and hit the stage. Mama told me, boy, you scaring me. Wish I could convey in words everything I'm going through on a daily base. Hide it all the very best I can and still she see the pain. Leaving earth will mean I leave her too, so don't be afraid. Realign myself, connect to God, learn to really pray. Get a boost to healthy confidence and finally feel okay. If you think I'll let you take it from me, you can get erased. And like a nigga scared to cut his braids, you gon' fear the fate. I can feel my spirit coming back when I put pen to page. Close my Bible, bow my head to God, forgive my sinful ways. Help me learn to love myself again and you will be repaid. I'll give you my ego and bravado for my soul to save. I'll give you my ego and bravado for my soul to save. I'll give you my ego and bravado
for my latest efforts. Focusing on getting better.
carry weight they can't imagine. I don't mind the pressure, mentally ahead of steps of contemporary measures. Real enough to know when I'm blessed with another legend's presence. Cursed with knowledge, living days I thought I'd never see. Coming to fruition, back to back, try and set my feet. Think before I speak, every effort just to keep the peace. Younger son will say I've grown soft, I say I'm more complete. That the ego, beneath the surface lies the realest me. And every setback, a battle scar, I only gain prestige. Never thought I'd be here, though mentally fatigued. I know my purpose be the driving force, is never gon' deplete. Toss with clay, like it's only right, we give them what they need. This ain't rap, this confession hour, let the ink bleed. Let the record show, always pay dues and stay me. Gave up all of that bravado, so my soul remained free. And that's on everything.
I'll give you my ego and bravado for my soul to save. I'll give you my ego and bravado for my soul to save. Illest in the Midwest, pardon my bravado. In other words, that means I'm him from Detroit to Chicago. Healing to perform these songs and I keep living inside them. Cause the hurt it took to write them is what haunts me when my eyes close. I know. So much of me left, but that's hard to keep in mind after so much of me left. Been trying to understand how to nourish my neglect, so I had to learn to vent when my hands across my chest is done. I'll give you my ego and bravado for my soul to save. I'll give you my ego and bravado for my...
Dang. I thought all these was beats. Yo, I don't know who on there, but you slid on that thing. Big shout out to Epoch. That was their bravado, man. I'm gonna have to get y'all who that was next week, man. But y'all make sure y'all tap in with my boy Epoch on IG. I know he has a cook-up series that he's starting, and he's working on a new project, man. So I'm gonna get that to y'all as soon as I hear something about it. But you doing your thing, man. You got it. Keep going, keep grinding. I look forward to popping out to Detroit sometimes to pull up on you, man. Do your thing, represent for us all back at the crib, man. Big shout out to Epoch. Keeping things rolling. I want to get into some R&B, because that's just how I'm feeling right now in the studio. You know, we got this nice new studio we in. Shout out to Uptown Creative House. That was my shameless plug to say it once again. We got this nice new studio that we in, and you know what? I'm gonna play y'all some of my favorite songs. I'm feeling nostalgic a little bit. You know, we in this new space. We got new people coming on. The show is getting bigger and better every single week, man. So many exciting things going on. I got a gang of interviews lined up that y'all are gonna love. I got some live in-house studio performances coming up that y'all are gonna love. I'm cooking up some stuff, man. I get some live cuts from shows on the show more, man. Album release episode, the whole, man, we got so much planned. It's so much planned. So I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic right now. I wanna pop in on some of the artists, some of my favorite songs, man, by some of my favorite artists who have come through Uptown Sounds. And you know what? I can't do that and not tap in with my brother Charlie T. This man right here is one of the first artists that I worked with. One of the first artists that, you know, really trusted me to bring a project to life. So you know what? I want to spin the block on a joint. Y'all remember a few episodes back, Charlie came and posted up with us, and we had a great conversation. We definitely gonna have some more, but he sent me this great joint that I love called Irresistible. So you know what? Let's get into it. This is Charlie T with Irresistible on Uptown Sounds, powered by Sonic Sky Radio. Let's go.
Oh, stretch you out, babe. Stretch you out. I'm all this, tell me all about it. Is there something you wanna share? I relieve your stress, relax, my dear. I can't help, I love when you're around me. Whoa, I've been pressing for your presence, girl, I can't relax. The time is of the essence, there ain't no turning back. Can't sleep and feeling restless. Alright, here goes the facts. Yeah, you know you're that. My heart is where you're at. Irresistible, you are. 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 Yeah. Think she's so compelling, ain't no comparing. Her heart is what I'm after, and I don't plan on failing. Her beauty's overwhelming, there ain't no telling how many brothers try to pass her, though she keeps repelling. Not buying what they selling. She wanna dress it, RTS it, let them exit. Surely they'll get the message. None of these are safe contestants, allowing me to bless your presence. Call on me and I'll speed to your direction. I've been pressing for your presence, girl, I can't relax. The time is of the essence, there ain't no turning back. Can't sleep and feeling restless. Alright, here goes the facts. Yeah, you know you're that. My heart is where you're at. Irresistible, you are. 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 Yeah. You are.
I love it, Charlie. I love it. That did what I needed it to do. Big shout out to Charlie T. That was his joint, Irresistible, man. Y'all tap in with my brother on IG at the official Charlie T. Be on the lookout. I know he got some stuff he playing, and I got some joints that we playing in together. So I'm just so excited to see everything that comes of that. So big shout out to Charlie T. Keeping things moving, man, in the spirit of nostalgia. Looking back, we 11 episodes in, which is crazy to me, man. Like, I remember doing my pilot episode, and to be 11 episodes in, man, and still around doing this is incredible to me. But I want to throw it back to the very first artist who submitted, the very first artist who I interviewed, the very first person who, as soon as she heard about this, she jumped on it, man. And that is Miss Shayla Hamady. I am every artist that you hear on Uptown Sounds, I truly believe in. I would not bring y'all somebody that I did not believe in wholeheartedly. And Shayla Hamady is in a class of her own, man. She's a writer, producer, engineer, performer, everything, man. And she is so incredibly talented. I love her so much. She's so sweet. She'll just shoot me a text out of nowhere and just be like, hey, just checking in. I love her, man. And this song right here, it has a special place in my heart for what it did for Uptown Sounds. But it's also one of my favorite songs, man. And that is One in a Million. Let's get into it. This is Shayla Hamady with One in a Million.
I'm used to people watching me, but now it's getting to the point where I'm invited to the party, but I never wanna stay. Getting crazy, I was window shopping for my ego. Baby, it's a habit worse than breaking out of bitch on Nike, say me up. Gotta look real good when I'm way up high, but I don't
shake hands with the senators. Rap politics, know this shit'll get venomous. Dropping like rent overdue on the first. Every time I gotta come through on the verse. Falls from the fire, I came from the dirt. I'm a god on the mic, Shayla, take him to church.
One in a million, one in a million. Say that. One in a million, one in a million. One in a million, one in a million. Don't talk to top for the every time.
Different clock, you can't reach, you can't eat with us. Actually, I burnt the wings off of Icarus. It's a shame he ain't know where his limits was. But the flame either hardens or scorches us. You can't hang, you just roped in. You thought that we tied it at both ends. I only give weapons to close friends. Why would I send when these niggas is shy? You never out, be open. I aim for the moon and I land on Mars. Imagine if I really focus. Fuck butterflies, I got locusts. And the only thing that hold them over is knowing that we really ain't never old shit. So fuck it, I'm building my own shit. So fuck it, I'm building my own shit. Oh shit.
One in a million, one in a million. Say that. One in a million, one in a million. One in a million, one in a million. Don't talk to top for the every time. One in a million, one in a million. Say that. One in a million, one in a million. One in a million, one in a million. Don't talk to top for the every time. You ain't shit no more. Said I'm done. I don't give a shit no more. Said I'm done. Pack your shit on. Pack your shit on. I'm done. I don't give a shit no more. I don't give a shit no more. I already tried to do real good. My guess is where I was. Hell steady, you was holding my hand. Nobody better look real close, get hurt in the process. Be dead for the cigarettes. Get cold under my skin. Get cold under my head.
Incredible. Just quality on quality, man. Big shout out to Shayla Hamady. Y'all tap in with her on IG at Shayla Hamady. And you know what, y'all? We finna get up out of here for today. But I'm gonna be back up in y'all face a little later, man. But you know what? Bringing us out today is my favorite rock star, Mr. Rocko Tesla. And this is his joint, Met Calla. I'm gonna tap in with y'all next week.
But man, you know that I'm killing.
If you ask, look at the money I ration. Look at the foreigns who driving this shit. Look how I'm wearing the fashion. I make it whip when I step on the scene. Look like I just left the gallon. It was hard work, I put it at first, but now it's just all off the talent. I got her gas, not even bragging. He got that bag from us. We going platinum. He got that bag from who? Yeah, he got bag from us. Wait, cause we going platinum plus. Why you even asking me? I'm going Carmelo Anthony. I shoot it straight out the phone booth. I left his home like a gallon. I left his head like I'm Gallagher. So many shots like it's Gallagher. Ran over the nigga phone like Patrick Mahomes. I'm finna tackle him. Okay, not finna play these games with me. Left before this shit that blew up. You can't share the fame with me. If we both was homeless, bitch, he can't even share this flame with me. All up in your zone, I'll break that shit just like I was a bitch. Yeah, I'm if you ask. Look all the money I ration. Look at the foreigns who driving this shit. Look how I'm wearing this fashion. I leave it wet when I step on the scene. Look like I just left the gallon. It was hard work, I put in that first, but now it's just all off the talent. I got her gas, not even bragging. You got that back. We going platinum. You got that back for us. We going platinum.